Hello, Bible readers. It is Monday, August 3rd, and our readings are Genesis 40 and 41, and then most of Matthew chapter 5. This Genesis text continues our Joseph narrative, and we get into more dreams. We already heard or read about the dreams of that he tells his brothers when Joseph says, "Your sheaves bow to mine." Basically, two different dreams saying how they're going to be worshiping him. Here's more about the God of dreams. And this, of course, is in relationship to Joseph's ability to interpret dreams. Where did dreams come from? What role do they play in Genesis and ancient culture, and maybe even to some extent in our world now? The monopoly of knowledge in the empire is broken with these dreams in the story of Joseph, which is an interesting thought about how in an empire, only the emperor, the pharaoh, or the king, whatever title we give that person, only that person has a monopoly over all knowledge. They can choose who knows what. Pharaoh knows many things. He knows how to manage, administer, and control. As we may see in the Exodus narrative, he knows how to prosper and how to oppress. But he does not know how to discern the movement of God's way within his realm. Only God knows that, and only Joseph does God's work in this situation. Thus, Joseph's monopoly of dream interpretation, of discerning the irresistible future, is subversive to the empire. And so Joseph, of course, will find his way into power because of this ability to interpret dreams, but it is subversive to the power of empire. Kings are normally protected and screened from unwelcome messages. They hear mostly good news, but the dream penetrates the royal isolation. The empire is helpless before the inscrutable power of God, which comes like a thief in the night. It's like a thief, for it has robbed the king of his confidence, his control, and finally of his expected future. And here's where a connection to our Christian faith comes in. In Jesus of Nazareth, the same issue is twice dramatically presented. At the birth of Jesus, Herod is helpless because he doesn't have adequate knowledge and he cannot manage his future. And at the end of his life, Jesus stands before Pilate. Or is Pilate before Jesus? The issue in Genesis chapter 41, as in John chapter 18 and 19, when John and Pilate had their conversation, is a remarkable inversion of power. And that's what this part of Genesis looks like. Joseph and the Pharaoh. Joseph is just a somebody from nowhere, and Pharaoh is the most powerful person on earth. And somehow Joseph has power in the realm of the Pharaoh. In Matthew, we're in the 5th chapter, and we're in the Beatitudes. Some translations will read, "Happy are they who are." Happy are they who are poor in spirit, or who mourn, or who are meek. My New Testament professor, Dr. Agneta Ennermalm, this is one of the things I remember her teaching us. She had this great Swedish accent, and she said, "They are not happy. They are blessed." That was her point. I'm actually not exaggerating on the pitch of voice either. That's for real. Blessed are the poor in spirit, those who mourn, the meek, those who hunger. The blessed are the merciful, the pure in heart. And so what does blessed really mean? We use that word in really general terms and ways. And I think the best, maybe this is more generic than you like, but each beatitude states that the possessor of this characteristic will be blessed. A formal blessing is a divine action, sometimes brought about through an intermediary, priest, king, or a parent. Beatitudes are common in Old Testament wisdom books. The New Testament Beatitudes refer to a future reward. whereas the wisdom beatitudes assume that the reward is already present. And so this idea that we will be blessed, it's an action of God. We typically think of it as a positive action. I am one with my God. My God is with us, all of us, at all times and in all places.